And so your duties and responsibilities are cutting across not just for where you want to stand, but also by and large the activities of the National Unity Platform within that region. Sometimes candidates are the ones that are blamed for this, the clashes between different stakeholders, security and the Electoral Commission, and these mishaps are sneaking into the electoral process. Sometimes the candidate is blaming the security for intervening within the political activities that they're working with. We are going into now the heat of the race, and that is over 2,000 members wanting to be parliamentarians joining the campaign cycle on the 10th of November. It begs the question, is it still political competition that we're talking about, or are we looking to the distribution of violent supporters to disrupt the process?
Thank you, Priscilla. Mainly what we are talking about and what you're looking at as challenges of violence, challenges of candidate turn up and here and there. And also what my brother has been talking about are mainly issues to do with lack of institutional functionalism. If we had an electoral commission, for example, that is looking largely at investing into civic education, we would be knowing the bounds as either me as a candidate, security, and other stakeholders. But because we lack institutional functionalism in this country, whereby each and everything, I love one of the analysts, he said, in each and every part of the institution in this country, there is an element of Musevenism, that someone has to make a call for what to be done where. And that's how we have been ushered into this kind of chaotic arrangement of the elections. There are a number of Ugandans outside there who do not see the need of having these elections. And that comes with an issue to do with voter apathy. That people have lost interest, have lost motivation to come and participate in the electoral process, but also to vote. Because Priscilla and the viewers, when you look at the trend we have had since 1996, in 1996 we had 8.49 registered voters, but at least 72% were able to turn up and vote. Recently, in 2021, we had 18.10 million voters, but only 57.2% were able to turn out. So when you look at the trend of voter turnout and versus the registered voters.
There's voter turn up and then voter turn out.
Yes.
Those who turn up to register and be part of the cycle, there's who turn out to actually cast the vote. Yeah.
You realize that we have had a trend that people keep on losing interest. From 70 to 50, that's a fall of about 20%, which is a worry that even in this kind of election we are going to, we are most likely going to have more or less of this voter turnout, and yet the numbers of registered voters are increasing. But why I say it is entirely a problem of institutional functionalism failure is that people look at candidates coming to campaign, get voted, and the trust, the confidence they have in the results show them less morale to even continue participating. But even then, the aftermath of the results, you are either declared or you're not declared. Where do you go next? Those who have evidences and are able to go to court, they also find that the court is fully manipulated. The court system, those who should be declared as winners, those who win the judgment, they are also determined on phone calls, not on the written laws, where we see that according to this article and this article, maybe in reference of these cases here and there, the person is maybe the victory is nullified. Especially those who align with the national resistance. On that
note, With the forces that seem to be against your party especially, what are the realities on ground? Because now electoral areas where you do have incumbents, especially in the region that you're coming from, the NRM incumbency is high up there.
Yes,
then you also do have the element of those that were not able to go through the primaries, the incumbents, then choosing to come back as independents. That's also going to be one. They're independents, but they still wield power to disrupt this peaceful and fair process for us. It begs the question, what are the realities on ground that you are going to have to deal with as parliamentarian candidates?
The realities on ground is that what we do, we have taken up the role that is supposed to be done by the EC, which is civic education, and took it back down there to the people, so that in each and every campaign, in each and every gathering, you encounter people. You have to teach them the essence of them going to vote, the quality of their vote, and how their vote can be a tool to change what we have not seen in the last 39 years or 40 years of this rule of Museveni. Because yes, it is, like you said, it is true that in my region we have seen NRM saying they are dominant there and they have the support. But when you go, when you look at the support they claim to be having versus the services that are offered in that region, you realize that there's one side trying to cheat on the other, either ignorantly or willingly, or the figures are not determined by the people who are on the ground. And this takes me now to the reason why the National Unity Platform largely believes that we can sensitize the people, we can give them awareness, and mobilize them to come and cast what they call the protest vote. Because, of course, service delivery in my constituency and many other constituencies around the Tooro subregion, they have a lot to do with insufficient infrastructure development, water services and other things, which is contrary to the support that the NRM thinks.
Let me turn to John Baptist. One of the critical elements of this particular cycle is the emergency of the independent candidate, in as much as they're